This is the story of Andy Dufresne, a successful banker who is suddenly sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of his wife and her lover. Despite claiming his innocence, the judge sends him to one of the most feared prisons, the Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank is a prison where inmates spend decades behind bars. The rules are strict, punishments are brutal, and escape is considered impossible. When Andy arrives, he keeps to himself and doesn't talk much. After some time, he meets Ellis Boyd "Red" Redding, a prisoner known for arranging items from outside the prison. Andy asks Red for two unusual things: a small rock hammer and a large poster of an actress. Red jokes that it would take centuries to dig a tunnel with such a tiny hammer, but Andy simply smiles. Life inside prison is harsh. A group of inmates repeatedly assault Andy for 2 years. He silently endures the pain without complaining. One day, while working on the prison roof, Andy overhears a guard named Hadley complaining about taxes on an inheritance. Andy risks his life by offering financial advice that helps Hadley legally avoid paying heavy taxes in exchange for beers for his fellow inmates. That moment earns him respect. Soon, Andy starts handling financial paperwork for prison officers and even the corrupt warden. He is transferred to work in the prison library, where he helps expand it and assists other inmates with their education and taxes. Over time, he becomes invaluable to the prison administration. Meanwhile, an elderly inmate named Brooks, who had spent 50 years in prison, is finally released. But the outside world has changed too much for him. Unable to adjust, he tragically takes his own life. This shows how prison can institutionalize a man. The warden later launches a prison labor program, secretly using inmates for cheap labor while earning illegal profits. Andy helps the warden launder this black money by creating a fake identity named Randall Stevens. On paper, all illegal money belongs to this imaginary person. Years later, a young inmate named Tommy arrives. While talking, Tommy reveals information about a criminal he once met, a man who confessed to committing the exact murders for which Andy was convicted. This proves Andy is innocent. Andy takes this information to the warden, hoping for justice. But the warden refuses to help. Andy knows too much about the illegal money operations, so the warden silences the situation by having Tommy killed and placing Andy in solitary confinement for months. After coming out, Andy talks to Red about hope. He tells Red about a peaceful Mexican coastal town called Zihuatanejo, where he dreams of living freely near the ocean. Red warns him that hope inside prison is dangerous, but Andy believes hope is the only thing that keeps a man alive. Before leaving, Andy makes Red promise that if he ever gets released, he must visit a specific tree in a field near Buxton. One morning, the prison wakes up to shocking news. Andy has disappeared. Guards search his cell and discover a tunnel hidden behind the actress poster. For 20 years, Andy had been slowly digging through the wall using that tiny rock hammer. He hid the broken pieces of wall in his pockets and scattered the dust in the prison yard. He escaped through a sewage pipe stretching the length of 2 football fields and finally crawled out into freedom. But that's not all. Before escaping, Andy withdrew all the illegal money from the fake Randall Stevens account, nearly $3 million. He mailed evidence of the warden's corruption to the press. When police arrive, the exposed warden takes his own life. Years later, Red is finally released. Struggling to adapt to life outside, he considers ending his life just like Brooks. But then he remembers his promise to Andy. Red visits the tree in Buxton and finds a hidden box containing money and a letter from Andy, inviting him to join him in Zihuatanejo. In the final scene, Red travels to Mexico and reunites with Andy by the ocean, free at last.